Hey, what's up? Almost started it prematurely there. Been redoing some things, trying to make it a little more interactive. Let's see. So yeah, we've got, as usual, multi-streaming. So we've got a few people on Twitch. Hey McMeow, one of the longtime viewers, and I see some new people over on YouTube. I'm streaming on the Dr. Bad Vibe Speaks channel to start with. If it's your first time, the way I've been doing, not been doing this, but the way I tried to do it last stream is, you may know uh, I do silly news and things like that, and then sometimes we'll play some video games or something, and it's kind of two different audiences. So I do the whole stream on Twitch, and oh no, you can stay on Twitch, McMeow. You may want to stay on Twitch after I've explained some stuff. Um, but so sorry, I lost my train of thought. So basically, the YouTube stream is kind of split up. All the news and everything, I'm going to stream to Dr. Bad Vibe Speaks, and then when it's time to change over to the video game stuff, I'll switch it to the regular Dr. Bad Vibes channel. But if you're on Twitch, nothing's going to change. It's not going to interrupt the stream or anything like that. But let's see if I have it here. I may have to switch. Give me 1 second. I'm going to switch screens here. Let's see. Sorry, 1 second. So many buttons. I need a stream deck or something so I can keep track of all this stuff. But yeah. So one of the kind of spoiled it there in the notifications, I guess. But one of the things I've been doing is adding some interactivity to the stream. As of right now, it only works on the Twitch side. So, you know, I'm trying to bridge it all together on YouTube. I didn't have time to finish it today, so hopefully by next week. But I can go through a few of those things. So, got some sound commands and some video commands over on Twitch. So if you're on Twitch, you could probably see the bits and triggers menu below the video. If you're on the, if you're on the desktop, you may not be able to see it if you're on mobile. But I have some commands. So if we want to welcome everybody. So I assume, I hope that played. I heard it on my end. After all the testing I did, it just dawned on me that I actually tested on the output. Nope. Okay. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I heard it. I think I need to change one thing here. 1 sec. I made an oopsie. Yeah. Sorry, McMeow. I think I had it muted. This may.
Hello.
How about that? Hey, thanks over on YouTube. A lot of people uh complimenting my voice. I appreciate it. Okay, cool, McMeow. You heard that. All right, so now everything should be coming through. So if you're familiar with Twitch, you may know about channel uh the channel points, or as they're called on my channel, the bad bucks. So you can click that. There's some rewards. I'll go through them here just to show some of the stuff I've been doing. I'm going to do more, but this is all I really had time for. So, we got the one where people drink water. I've upgraded it a little bit. I can drink my water too. So we got a few silly things like that. I'll do one more, some stupid stuff.
Excuse me, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
So that's what I've been working on. It's a full-on freaking Radio Zoo crew now. I just need to add some more sounds and some more video. But I'm glad you like that. Thanks. And I've got some other stuff too. So if you're familiar with on Twitch, if you're familiar with channel points, sorry, I just realized this microphone's in my face. This is also my work desk, so I have to like juggle everything around when I stream. But yeah, if you're familiar with channel points, as you watch, you can redeem them. I'm going to integrate it in with YouTube as well, but it's not there yet. Maybe next week. What else was going on? Yeah. I can probably show one more thing real quick. If I can reach it. One of the big redemptions. Some of you may have seen this before. I have my trusty instrument with me, and I totally know nothing about music. So you can redeem an Automaton concert. I know like 2 songs. That's barely. So added some silly stuff. We like to have fun. So that's what I've been working on when I've not been at work. But I haven't forgot about YouTube. I'm going to try to... They don't make many ways to... I guess where multi-streaming's kind of just been okay for a little bit. They don't really have a good way to make it cross-platform yet, but looks like I may have found one, so I may have a solution. I literally just found it today, so I just have to play with that a little bit. But anyways, that's my silly stuff. So I see you over on YouTube. We've got Donna Kennedy, hello, and Isabel, and Cabagejo, if I said that, or Cabbage Joe. Good lord, I thought it was something in another language. It's not. But hey, how's it going? So yeah, it's some of the Drunk Goose Club. I guess I can talk about that a little bit. We did record a video today, and we started recording a video yesterday that it ended up being a Patreon video, because as we were going through it and I was reading the articles and everything, I'm like, this is old. It was like 2 years old. Daily Mail just kind of recycled it to make it look like like it was new news. They totally clickbaited it. So we probably talked for like 10, 15 minutes before we noticed. And I was just like, Jen got so mad. And I was like, well, let's just put it on Patreon. Let's just call it a blooper episode. So we just kept going. We put a preface on the beginning like, hey, we messed up. So it ended up being silly. So hopefully there's that. But we had a really good one today. I think that will go up tomorrow, I believe. Can't remember. Usually Jen does her videos like a day in advance, sometimes a little further depending on what's going on. But I think this was like, yeah, this was like, it's like I show up and talk. I don't remember what I talked about. That was news from today, if I remember correctly. Are we Jay Sugars? Yeah. Oh, hey, Jan. Hello from Pennsylvania. I'm in New Zealand. We speak American. Yeah, I thought it was something in Spanish until I really read the whole thing. Hey, Hannah. Oh yeah. Hey, I'll see you at the gym. Yeah, we laughed so hard at that. Well, that initial comment, like Jen showed it to me, and we just assumed it was like a bot or whatever. And then I reread it, and I'm like, wait. I'm like, I think they're trying to like say that. I think they're trying to pretend like I'm like hooking up with somebody to mess with you. And then she noticed the name was Rose, and then she explained the whole William thing to me, and I was like, oh. And the ultimate irony is I have a home gym. I haven't worked out. My gym got shut down, you know, during lockdown, so I haven't been to a gym since. Um, so that made us laugh too. Let's see over on YouTube. Skeptic PhD. My son gave me an external drive that has a slew of old 90s computer games that he rigged somehow to run like MS-DOS on my iMac. That was my Christmas present from him. And wow, what a great man cub I have. That's awesome. I have something similar on mine. I can show that to you real quick. He probably did something like this, although probably a little more organized. Sorry, I've got my browser open. So yeah, I've got the video game channel. I like old games. Whoops. So um I built a computer that basically I've got mine on a whole separate computer at this point. I used to do the same thing. I'd run it on my Mac or PC, but this is a full-on Linux-based OS, and I keep adding games to it. So I've got like about every game you could think of. At least all the ones I want to play. But I do have there's a Windows section and an MS-DOS section. Yeah, so you can install these are actually like newer Windows games and some DOS games. I'm having trouble getting them to work. Oh, hey, maybe Willie Beamish finally works. So I kind of did the same. I like some of those old '90s games. As you saw there, Willie Beamish and the Leisure Suit Larry games, those point and click type stuff. Yeah, see it back on Twitch. McMeow, I would love to see you play Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Yeah, that game's pretty fun. One of my friends growing up, I don't think I ever actually had it, but one of my friends did. He had it for the Genesis, and I remember hanging out and playing that quite a bit. Seeing Skeptic. I was playing the 1990 version of Prince of Persia today. The animation in that game is super smooth. That's all I remember about it. I remember seeing demos. I think I played the Super Nintendo one briefly, but I haven't got into Prince of Persia too much. They look fun. That's just one I just never really picked up. But yeah. Yeah, McMeow saying Zombies Ate My Neighbors used to be one of my favorites. Yeah, a lot of people like that one. Trying to I think my brother may have picked it up not too long ago. But yeah, I've definitely played it. Seems like it doesn't I may be wrong. Like it basically doesn't end or you get a lame ending at the end. It's been so long, I can't remember. Yeah, I'd like to be the yellow rose from Texas. So many roses, so many thorns. I'll get poked and get in trouble. So yeah, the new running joke. I haven't actually watched the video yet. I only heard about it secondhand. I guess Jim put up a video with the Sidley twins today, and that seemed to be the recurring theme. Like they were all. I was having to split my time between them, so we recorded today, and I made a joke about that in the beginning. So I hope they hear that and like it. Sorry, my attention is a little bit split because normally I have a unified chat that I could see, but I still haven't gotten that completely working. Something about the new YouTube channel is not playing nice, so I gotta jump around a little bit. We're good. But it's been kind of fun this week. I'm believe it or not, I actually started as a live streamer years ago. I can't even remember when, and at the same time, I started uploading stuff to YouTube, just video game stuff. Like I don't even like talking most of my videos on the other channel, and it just kind of blew up. I mean, comparatively, and sorry, I just Jen's texting me. Oh God, yeah, she's sending me She's sending me news to talk about. Yeah, these might have to pop up. She knows I'm going to talk about silly news, so she just sent me some insane stuff that just came out. Nothing, nothing Harry and Meghan related, just general nonsense. But sorry. Anyways, like like I was saying, I kind of started out as a streamer, and YouTube. Oh yeah, Unified. Oh, you don't have to switch, McMeow. I can see, but Twitch is the easy one to see. Believe it or not, it's the YouTube one, but it's no big deal. I just have to keep tabbing over. I'll have it fixed soon. But anyways, yeah. So I started as a streamer, sort of, and it did okay. But the YouTube, or my YouTube initially, it did. I got more traction there, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm just going to do YouTube. And I put more time into that, and then Jen started doing YouTube as well, and then hers, started like mine, like just kind of talking to nobody for a bit, and then hers kind of hit different milestones, and it really blew up with the Harry and Meghan stuff, and that's kind of where we're at now. Let's see. Samantha Flynn, Jay, I love you and your wife. You guys always make me laugh. My husband is a voice actor in video games, so I wondered if we could send you something as a thank you for all the laughs. Oh yeah, that'd be amazing. I love video games, and I always thought being a voice actor would be cool. I don't know how you do it, but I can talk. I don't know what to do beyond that. Let's see, Donna. Please consider doing some merch in different colors of roses, since you now have a fan club of Jay's roses. Yeah, there were several several requests for Jay merch today, and we're like, okay. Sorry, Jen's. Oh my god. Yeah, she sent me some news. Unfortunately, I can't even talk. It's like it's one of those hot topics we can't talk about on YouTube. It's yeah. Maybe we can bring this one up on Patreon or something. It involves H&M, the clothing store. It'll probably start popping up. It looks like they're in trouble for some advertising. Let's see. But yeah. Sorry. Forgot I still had this thing running here. I do have a little bit of merch. Jen's got hers. Excuse me, I got a cough. Anyways, I've got a little bit of merch. It's probably not. It's probably more the Twitch demographic, not the YouTube demographic. But I don't even know if I have the links. If anybody's interested, I'll post the links on the YouTube side here. I think they're all on Twitch. But don't feel obligated. They're mainly just, honestly, I pretty much just made these for me because I want I want a beanie. And Jen says my hat is. She said I can't wear my hat on stream anymore because it's so gross. Which, to be fair, I think I got it in college, and it's pretty gross because it's probably about 20 years old now. But it's my college hat. I can't get rid of it. Let's see. Sorry, I'm gonna get cut back up with chat. So Isabel, we need silly. It releases our minds from the tyranny of petty things. Yeah, I mean, I like silly. Like, most people, most people have a serious job or a real job. I still do. I'm trying to. If I can make this my job, that would be cool. But yeah, silly's the release. Let's see. So Isabel, read audiobooks. Somebody mentioned that before. I definitely, if that was a way to break in, if somebody had an audiobook or something, I would totally read an audiobook. Let's see, Samantha. He's also an attractive young man. Debatable, but thank you. Not that young though. I'm about to turn 43. But hey, I got when was it? We went to one of those movie theaters where they serve you all the food. It's like one of the conversion ones, and they serve beer. I got carded for the first time in like probably a decade or more. I'm totally not gonna. I'm just gonna assume that it wasn't the young employee like fearful of her job. I'm just gonna think that she thought I, needed to be carded because I totally look under 21, even though I could. I mean, I'm 42. I could buy 2 beers. And Isabel, doesn't he design some of the merch? Yeah, most of Jen's merch. It depends. I think they're like she'll come up with the idea and say, "Hey, I want it to look like this," and I usually put it together. I do. It's not my job or my main thing, but I do have one of my. I have a dual degree. My bachelor's. I went to school for chemistry originally, but I've always kind of been an artist on the side, and I kept taking the classes, and it was just like, oh, I need one more class to have a studio art degree. So I mean, well, not technically, I do have an art degree. I just don't use it. So making merch and doing graphic design for YouTube and Twitch, that's my degree at work lately. You're young enough to be my son. Okay, well, fair enough. um, let's see. Oh, sorry, I skipped. I knew I was trying to read Samantha's comment. You've got a great can't speak. You've got a great voice for it. He's done Raiden from Metal Gear. Oh, that's awesome. Jen in League of Legends, Axel in Kingdom Hearts. Lots of stuff. Let me know. That's awesome. Huh. Is he trying to think? I mainly play old stuff. I Metal Gear. I know. I do know Raiden. Funny enough, I guess he probably did the voice in it. Metal Gear Revengeance. That's one that's been on my to-do list since I bought the game like freaking 10 years ago. It's on 360. That's one I keep meaning to play, and I have not played it yet. It's like every time I got around to it, my 360 broke. But I finally, well, not finally. I've had a working 360 for years now. But anyways, if he's riding in Revengeance, that's awesome because that probably means I'll hear him soon. If he's voiced any fighting game characters, then I've probably, well, not probably, I've definitely heard his voice in those. But I'm trying to remember. Like sometimes I'll read video game news, and I thought I heard something about. It may have been like, does he do like conventions or something? I saw something about Raiden from Metal Gear recently. Nothing negative. I think somebody's just like, oh hey, it may have been on Twitter, like, oh hey, I've got Raiden's autograph or something like that. But voice acting is one of those things. I always thought it was cool. I got not even just from the video game perspective, like uh I've always really been in the cartoons and animation, so I've done a little bit of that in school and just for fun. My brother's into it too. He actually got pretty serious about going back to school for voice acting, but ended up changing his mind. Let's see, I asked my question again. What kind of doctor are you? PhD or medical? Uh I don't want to be like too evasive on purpose. If I ever leave my current job, I'll be more open. But I'll just say I'm not a physician. I do have a doctorate. But the irony is that's not where my name comes from. My internet name. Um, the So Doctor Bad Vibes is an old cartoon character that basically everybody's forgotten. Just a mad scientist, and some friends and I we used to play Counter Strike like God 20 years ago. Jeez, yeah, over 20 years ago, early 2000s. So we played kind of on a team, and we were all we just because I just played as Jay, and everybody else was like Bong Lord 420 and cool stuff. So I was like, well, I need to change it. Probably not use my real name, and so we all just picked villains from this cartoon show we all used to like, and I picked Doctor Bad Vibes because I like the mad scientist character, and then ironically ended up going into chemistry, and then got a doctorate, and that makes it extra funny. So I should have, I guess I've made a self fulfilling prophecy. Maybe I should have named myself Billionaire Lambo Driver. But uh, but with my current job, I got to kind of keep on the down low. It's nothing. I mean, it's not anything. It's honestly very boring. It's just a very uptight company, and I just don't want to. I don't want to tie the two together. So if I ever leave, I'll definitely be more open. So yeah, Metal Gear is making a huge comeback. The remastered games. Oh yeah, that's right. That I think that's what started all that news. I forgot about the remastered collection. I'm so far behind on my games. I haven't even. I don't think I've played Metal Gear Solid 4 or 5 yet. It's kind of the curse of like being in the retro games. Like I'm several generations behind. I'll get to them eventually. I mean, they're going to be remastered by the time I finally play them. So maybe that's the way to do it. Isabel, Disney should have had Dr. Bad Vibes narrate the elephant documentary that failed epically when they used Meghan Markle. Hey, I could have talked about elephants. Actually, not for anything voice related. Like, I seriously wanted to be like an animator or a comic artist. And I can't remember exactly when it was. I mean, I guess I was probably like 16 or 17. I actually just kind of met up with a Disney recruiter, something, whatever they were. It was at Disney World, so it wasn't like anything super official. But yeah, you could talk to them like, "Hey, you want to be an animator? Talk to us," kind of thing. And um, when I talked to them, I'm like, I was just trying to see what they were looking for, and really nothing. They're just like, "Can you draw?" That's all they want to know. So I was like, maybe I should go to college just so I have a backup plan. And I'm mainly in the 2D animation, the hand drawn stuff. So while I was at college, they pretty much shut down. Everybody pretty much shut down all their traditional animation studios, and I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm not doing that. And that kind of made me fade away from the art, the art gig. But yeah, the I can't believe Megan's voiceover gig was that bad. Yeah, we played it for one of Jen's videos. It was pretty bad. Definitely not um drawing a blank. Yeah, not definitely not David Attenborough. She even tried to humiliate an elephant calf who she cooed at and mocking disgust for breaking wind. That's so lame. That should be celebrated. That's hilarious. Renting Jay out as a model. A model horse. I think what else we got coming up. Trying to make the live stream a more regular thing. Um, and I think it's working out like this. So if you're watching on YouTube on this channel, it's just going to be like chatting. And you know what? As I say that, I bet I've got my yep. I don't have Twitch labeled right. Sorry. Give me 1 second. the only thing with doing this multi-stream. I'm like, I feel like I'm juggling like 4 things at once, but okay, we're good now. Typically try to do news and things, and Isabel, yes, we need a regular stream. Yeah, we've been talking about it. I think Jim wants to do like a weekly stream, and I've been talking about the same. um, I've done Thursdays a few times. Thursdays seem to do pretty decent. uh, it depends. My work schedule could probably not, it could be changing soon, but that's an optional thing. I gotta see what my options are. I don't think I'll be switching unless there's something amazing. But if I do, that could open up more time. But let me switch over here. So, oh yeah, I kind of got distracted as usual. But I made a couple of merch stores. It's odd that I have two. Um, Honestly, it's because the prices are so all over the place. Like some are cheaper at one place, some are cheaper at the other. I will say Teespring is what Jen uses. They do seem to have the most variety. They're just so slow to ship. But we have, I think everything she's made, we've gotten at least one one thing. So I don't worry about the quality on this one. Streamlabs I've not used. It is a lot cheaper. I know, I'm sure some of my family would like a few things, so I may order a few things from each and just make sure the quality's not terrible. Which, I mean, again, Teespring's good. Their stuff's all been solid. It's just hit or miss in the shipping. Like some stuff, like I know Jen ordered it and it like showed up within days, and then there was some stuff that took like a month. And I do know if you're in Australia, you're kind of out of luck. They'll ship it there, but uh, it is not fast. But along that line, back to the art thing, I do have some just silly designs that aren't, tied into any channel or, uh, you know, merch per se. I've just had some stupid ideas I want to put on some shirts and mugs. I need to get around to that. I think I've typed those down like a year ago, and I just keep getting distracted and not doing them. But been trying to put more effort into building out, uh, helping Jen when I can. I mean, she's got that covered on her own. That's her channel. So I'm just trying to build mine out too, because honestly, if I could make this a full-time gig, I'm down. If we could both be full-time, then I mean, gosh, we could work anywhere. That would be ultimate freedom. But let's see. This will show everything here. Gotta leave it. So typically, I like to go through and do some news. Isabel, I love the Bad Vibes logo. Thank you. I actually made that a long time ago. Um, as I was saying earlier, so like I've had the Bad Vibes name for like I've been using that online for like 20 years at least. And uh, when all those shirts became popular, the Good Vibes Only or whatever, I was like, I should be Bad Vibes Only because that's my freaking video game name, haha. And then by the time I got a YouTube channel going and everything, I was like, oh wait, I can do that. So may not be as topical, but definitely, you know, I have it on a shirt and a mug now. So there's that. I just want some stuff for myself. I want a beanie and a hat and some maybe a hoodie when it gets chilly. Gosh, it's like I don't realize until I'm on camera with a very bright light on me. I need to get a haircut. I've not done that. My hair, I gotta cut it like every 2 weeks or it starts getting crazy. Well, if everybody's ready, I can go through the silly news of the evening. Unless you have any other comments or questions. But yeah, just because we're not on Twitch, you can still do the sound commands.
Hello, hello, hello.
Whenever my dad comes home and says, "Notice anything different?" we say, "Nice haircut, Dad." Nice. Yeah, mine. I think our kids got the same problem. It just grows so fast. I think I used to go to this place. This was before Jen. There was a place I worked kind of late. Not, I mean, not super late, but my schedule was exactly the opposite of like every barbershop and like every haircut place nearby, except for one that just happened to be like right beside my apartment, which it was kind of expensive, but it was the only option I had. But the uh, uh, the guy that was usually working, like, I remember they must. I don't know. I've only gone to like old man barbershop, so I don't really know how the whole haircut the whole haircut industry works. But um, the uh, the guy working, I guess they take notes whenever they cut your hair. I remember I got my hair cut and I came back like 2 or 3 weeks later, and I remember he was looking and he like pulled up like he had a laptop or a tablet or something with him, pulled up the notes, and he's just like, "It's like, were you not just here?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like 2 3 weeks ago, and he's like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "So does your hair always grow that fast?" And I was like, "Yeah, like it just always have has like uh oh yeah, well honestly end of high school, early college, I just got sick of cutting it because I had to do it so often, so I just let it grow out. So I had hair like down to my shoulders for a couple years, and then got tired of that, and then started making had a job where I could afford frequent haircuts. It wasn't a fashion statement; it was just a act of laziness, I guess. Frugality. So Donna says, "What is Twitch?" So Twitch, it's a live streaming platform. It's primarily known for video games. It's not. It's kind of come full circle. It used to be known as uh, Justin.tv was the original website, and it was like I forget the guy's name, Justin something. He started the website by live streaming his life, and this was like I don't know 2010, 2009, way before anybody was live streaming stuff, and it got a lot of attention. It grew out, and then they made it where other people could live stream, and then it kind of evolved into a state where people were just streaming video games, and Amazon ended up buying it. So it's actually an Amazon company that they never mention. It's so weird. Um, and it's mostly video games, but now it's kind of come all the way back around to the original website where it's got everything. So like right now I'm simulcasting. I'm on YouTube and twitch.tv. So on the Twitch side, like I'm in a category, you can change it around. Like right now it's called just chatting. So that's what we're doing. We're just chatting. But by the end, I'll probably play some video games and then change my category again. And on top of that, I'll probably, move the stream on YouTube over to the actual video game channel. That way I'm not, I've kind of run into like splitting the audiences that way. Like, and it makes sense. I mean, on the Speaks channel, it's where I speak. So if I play video games on the Speaks channel, people are like, what are you doing? And then if I show up on my video game channel where I barely speak, hardly, they're like, what are you doing? We don't want to hear you. We want to see games. So that's kind of helping me on the YouTube side. And then, if you like both sides of the coin, looking at you, McMeow, you can just stay on Twitch, YouTube, whatever works for you. It's all together, however you prefer to watch it. Maybe I'm making it overcomplicated. I was going to keep it solely on Twitch, but right when I started thinking I want to do this, every week, that's when Twitch came out. Used to, they'd be like, if you stream to us, you can't stream anywhere else. And I was like, well, we'll just leave Jen's stream on YouTube and I'll do mine on Twitch. But now that we can multi-stream, I'm like, well, I'll just do mine on both because I don't have much of a following on Twitch, so I'm gonna see if I can grow it out. If it works, it works. If not, hey, I've still got YouTube. So just kind of an experiment. But I guess the short version, if you want to watch the whole thing in its entirety, Twitch is probably the easiest way, but you're not going to miss anything in any regard. It's the same video, just going the two places. Anyways, that's my long answer of what Twitch is. But it's funny seeing the metrics though. Like, I think last week I had way more people on Twitch, and this week it's like way more people on YouTube. So I never know what's going to happen. And I still can't. I can't do everything I want to do on this YouTube channel yet because it's so new and it hasn't hit that monetization level where it unlocks all the features like Jen's membership. Like I can do that on Twitch in my video game channel. I can't do it on the Speaks channel yet. Which you don't have to do that, but I want to make some of my own dumb emojis. Which I have put those on Twitch. Some of them. I need to make more. They're more just video game references. But it's been a learning experience. It's been fun. I want to build these streams out. And like I was saying earlier, just getting that joint YouTube and Twitch integration or feature parity, I guess. I want to make the sound commands and the video commands work on both one way or another. That's the next project I'm working on. I got them working on Twitch. I think I figured out how to do them on YouTube. I just need to look into it a little more. Anyways, is everybody ready for some dumb news? So if you've watched some of the videos on this channel, this is where, not all of it, but where I get a lot of the content from. I just record this live. Hey, if you're watching it here now, you're seeing it live. Usually has a little more to it. But generally I'll trim these out and make videos out of them for people that weren't here live. So, that being said, I need to figure out where to put this microphone so it's not in my face. But that being said, I usually start these with a little bit of an intro so I can use them in the video. So if it sounds like I've gone crazy and I'm acting like I just showed up, that's why. So I do that and then I just go back to talking like normal. So I'm going to do that now. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Hello, hello, hello. It's Dr. Bad Vibes, also known as Jay. We're here with some dumb news. Got plenty this week. So, depending on where you live in the country, you may have experienced some severe weather lately. And sounds like uh, in Illinois, a Walmart really, I mean, I assume it's in the Chicago area. I don't know where Rockford is, but it sounds like a Walmart in the Illinois area had some hardworking employees that worked during the blizzard, but the compensation they got was some packages of 55-cent ramen. So let me go down here and get a few more of the details on this. So Walmart was slammed in a viral TikTok video after the company gifted its employees 55-cent ramen for working during a blizzard. The Arctic blast, which affected much of the country throughout the week, dropped temperatures below zero in several areas. If their workplace wasn't closed due to severe weather, the workers were in for quite a trek. And it sounds like, let me pause this here. So this came out on TikTok. So this is one of the employees, a TikToker named Millsy, who's employed at that, or is employed at that Walmart. Said they saw temperatures drop to -6 during the day, Fahrenheit for you big-brained Europeans with your metric system. I don't know why we don't use that here, but anyways, in the video, Millsy can be seen speaking before a social media post, and it shows some of the ramen they received. Let me turn the audio on here. Let's get a look at this. I hope they don't play some horrible music that's going to copyright me.
I can't believe this is real. A Walmart in my town
No.
posted this photo of their employees and said, "Brr, it is cold
I don't want to log
outside.
into TikTok.
We appreciate our associates for braving through the cold to be here. Stay warm with some ramen, noodle soup, and crackers."
Holy stupid. I'm going to have to log into TikTok. I didn't think about that. All right, wait. Stop. Sorry, I got to remember how to use TikTok here. I never use it. I'm so prepared. All right, let's try this again. Didn't know I was going to have to log in. It tricked me. Oh, wait. Well, now I don't. Okay, cool. All right, I'll just pretend none of that happened. All right, so here's the TikTok. Let me play this here, see what she says. No music playing, thank you. Oh, that's a Walmart post. Oh.
You are a multi
I am dropping the ball left and right here. I just realized I had the microphone, the audio muted. I mean, holy crap. Sorry, I've lost. Let's try this one more time. What happens when you do it live? Okay. Didn't realize the audio was off. Okay. All right, so let's see what she says about this. It looks like Walmart made a social media post, Twitter or something maybe.
I can't believe this is real. A Walmart in my town posted this photo of their employees and said, "Brr, it is cold outside. We appreciate our associates for braving through the cold to be here. Stay warm with some ramen, noodle soup, and crackers." Walmart, you are a Fortune 500 company. Then on the top of the list, you are a multi-billion-dollar corporation. And your way to show your appreciation is to give your employees 55-cent ramen. People are walking to work in -18-degree weather. Some people don't have cars. Some people's cars didn't start. And they still showed up to work somehow, some way, so they could get a paycheck. I can't imagine going to work when everything else in the city is shut down because it's so cold outside, and they say they're having a party, and it's this. I would be so mad, I would clock out and go home. People destroyed this Walmart in the comments,
Yeah.
and the Walmart had so much backlash that they took the post down.
I don't. Yeah, I don't see how they made that post and thought it was a good idea. Oh, it's pretty bad. So yeah. So I'm just going back here. It sounded like she was some sort of observer, but it does sound like she is employed at that Walmart. I guess she was trying to, you know, probably didn't want to point that out. I mean, I understand that. That's fine. But yeah, that's ridiculous. At least give them the Progresso, not the freaking ramen. I mean, that's yeah, that's in poor taste. Not too shocking. It's I, I I don't know a whole lot about Walmart and working there, but I've known a few people that work there quite a while back. I mean, not anything recent, but I do recall them saying that they're really bad, especially when all um the health insurance mandates changed. They go out of their way. They try very hard, so I've been told, to keep from hiring full time employees. Like they'll keep you just under the time, so it basically makes health insurance cheaper on them. And I think they may lever. This is over 10-year-old information. I'm saying, well, maybe not quite that old, but about 10-year-old information I'm regurgitating here from ex employees uh that most of the employees are on Medicaid, meaning that Walmart did what they could to not have to pay for their insurance and just left it up to the government. So, not too shocked that the, they cheaped out on the soup and just threw out some ramen. But yeah, I mean, she pretty much summarized it all there. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in the article. Yeah, I mean, if it was that bad and the rest of the city was pretty much closed down, uh, why even be open? You know, just send everybody home. It's so annoying. I had a job like that too, where like, um, it's like if you don't think you can make it in tomorrow, you better sleep here. I'm just like, no, I'll take my chances. I'm not sleeping on the freaking floor. Um, let's see some of the comments here. Yeah, the comments aren't very helpful either. Oh, that's ridiculous. It sounds like the typical stuff I've heard in the past. Not a shocker. Oh, let's see. I tried to find some Florida news. This one, this one tricked me. I saw today's date up top, but it's actually from almost a year ago. But hey, we'll read it anyway because it's new to me. I'll just assume I'll assume it's new to some people. Let's see, Isabel. She's saying they don't have to provide benefits if they're working part time. Yeah, that's I can't remember exactly how that works out. I mean, that's the gist of it. I think you can still get insurance, but you don't get the discounted version, which I believe means the employer isn't contributing to it. I think I can't remember. I don't remember exactly how that works, but what little bit I've seen, well, heard from ex-employees, um, that yeah, they try to get everybody on Medicaid rather than pay for it themselves. It's pretty crappy. A company that big just taking advantage of people. Um, but then it's like it's like I don't like to go there, but then sometimes it's like I have to go there. I hate it. Anyways, we got some. I believe this Florida. I think it's just Florida. I want to make sure before I get into it. I think it's Florida. I don't know. We'll assume it is. It sounds like Florida stuff. Sounds like Florida man. All right. Hey, thanks for joining me. Thanks for coming by. Hello, hello, hello. I've got some news, some Florida news that I thought was new, but it's not. 'Cause the article was dated today, but then I saw that it was actually written April 2023. But too late. I'm going to read it. I haven't heard about this, so I'm going to assume that other people have not either. So, romantic rival sentenced after defecating on vehicle of executive in the Villages. So, I don't know, I'm gonna read his name. A man who lives in the Villages of Sabal Chase pleaded no contest this week in the Sumter County Court to a charge of criminal mischief. He has been placed on probation for 1 year in order to perform 40 hours of community service. Well, what did he do? What did he do? An officer had been called on the morning of February 13th to the Oxford Oaks home of, I don't want to say people's names. Anyway, one of the executives had walked out to his driveway that morning and discovered that the passenger side windshield wiper of his vehicle was broken. There were scratches on the doors, and there was fecal matter on the roof of his vehicle. So he reviewed his home video surveillance, saw a man scratching the vehicle, climbing on top of it, and then defecating on the roof. Oh, so he recognized the man as someone from work, and he did it on Super Bowl Sunday, and they think it was over a girl. Under closer inspection of the home security video, the officer noted the man was wearing a white t-shirt and dark pants. The man kicked the driver's side mirror and scratched the doors before climbing onto the roof of the vehicle, dropping his pants and defecating. After he jumped back to the ground, he again scratched the driver's side of the vehicle. The officer noted the man captured on surveillance had a towering presence. Oh, he's 6'5". He's a big boy. That's probably left a mess on that roof. So yeah, sounds like spat over a lady. And this is about his sentencing. So he was placed on probation for 6 months. And to pay $1,347 in fines and court costs. Oh, this is Illinois. I said Florida, but it's Illinois. But hey, just because it's in Illinois doesn't mean you can't be Florida man at heart. That's total Florida man shit. Literally. So is this something that's separate? It like goes on a total tangent here. Let's see. I guess this is where they caught him. I don't know. They caught him speeding 57 in a 50-mile-an-hour zone. They suspected he'd been drinking, observed an open 12-pack. Very bold. Modelo, nice. And a cartridge of THC. It says he consumed 3 beers. The report said he struggled through the sobriety test. And he this is where it ends. I assume he blew over the limit. It's usually 0.08 in most states. So he had about a 0.1. So yeah, I guess that's how they caught him. Oh, here's where I got confused. The newspapers in Florida. Okay, no, this I keep changing. I keep jumping around. He is from Illinois, but this happened in Florida. So you can take the man out of Illinois, but you can't take Florida out of the man once he gets there. I guess that's what happened. I don't know. But yes, it's like I guess that is a pretty wicked combo. You got Chicago and Florida. um yeah, I don't think I've ever been so mad at somebody I pooped on their car. Don't do that. Talk it out. Be cool. You can talk most things out. You don't need to be pooping on stuff. Let's see. Cabbage Joe. My son-in-law used to work at Walmart as a trolley boy in Las Vegas before he moved to New Zealand. He's got some funny stories. He lived 1 block from the strip. Oh yeah, yeah. Vegas. I've only been 2 different times. One with Jen, one a long time ago with a college roommate. And yeah, Vegas. Vegas is it's a place. and they design it that way too. I kind of got the first time I went, like we got so caught up in gambling. It's like everything's designed that way for a reason. It was like time traveling. I thought I'd played roulette for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours, and it's like, oh no, it was 12. Oops. Like, no wonder I'm hungry. And I think we went to a Walmart after that, come to think of it. I like to use the reader feature on some of these. It'll let me, but this one will not. So this one is 100, well, I say 100% Florida news. It's still somebody from out of state. There'll be a zoo on Super Bowl Sunday. Oh yeah, I never thought about that. It's got to be like prime prime crazy time in Vegas, because it's mostly in my head, like I think of like table games, but now it's all slot machines and sports betting, and they're really putting a push on sports betting. So I think it's where all the money is now. It looks like. Let's see. Still got more news. They get progressively more zany as I go through. So this one, Missouri comes Missouri comes to Florida for some Florida news. Hey, thanks for stopping by. This is Dr. Bad Vibes, also known as Jay. Hello, hello, hello. Got some news. So this one, try to do something good. You find something bad. So Missouri teens come to South Florida to clean up mangroves and find a cache of cocaine. So yeah, they found a little more than litter. So this is in Big Pine Key, Florida. Uh, so they've I assume with all the weather and such, the waterways are not in the best shape. They've been recruiting volunteers to keep it clean. So on a recent trip with high school students from Missouri, they pulled out nearly 350 pounds of trash. Except one student made a startling discovery. And this is the quote. One of the students came over to me with a plastic wrap block and he said, "Hey, what's this?" Turned out it was a kilo of cocaine. Vess and the students said they put the suspected drugs in a bucket and called the sheriff's office. And the drugs were later taken by U.S. Border Patrol agents who said the brick would be worth approximately 35 grand on the street. Wow, I bet they were kicking themselves after that. Wonka wonka. Wonka wonka. Uh, yeah, Wonka. Like, not talking about chocolate, we're talking about Fozzie jokes. So if you, Border Patrol says if you encounter a suspicious package and you don't know what's inside it, you have to be extremely careful. That is true. I mean, honestly, they're lucky it was cocaine and not something like fentanyl. You touch that, you're in trouble. So don't mess around with mess around with drugs you find in the woods. It's not safe unless you want to sell them. No, don't really. Don't sell. So numerous bundles of cocaine have washed ashore in the Florida Keys over the last year, and some have been spotted floating in the water. The best course of action is to call local law enforcement, which is true. Yeah, I mean, lots of stuff washes up. It's definitely, we watched some documentary. I mean, that's how most of it makes its way to the U.S. Not just from like Cuba or wherever there. It's like they have like man-made subs that they've been using from South America. They'll boat them out to the to the ocean where they're not detected, and then hop in the subs and go under, or like Isabel's saying in the chat, they can use airplanes just as easily. Like there's ways to get it. They have ways to get them in. I mean, even over the border, they have catapults launching them over tunnels. So it's not uncommon in those areas to find things laying around. So uh, dare to stay off drugs. If you find them on the ground, don't do them. Don't sell them. Give them to the government so they can sell them or do them, whatever they do with them. I don't know. Burn them, hopefully. And don't worry, I have some airplane. Can't have news without airplane news. I don't actively look for it. It always finds me. Jen sent me some good ones. This one's, oh yeah. I was thinking, I was like, I think this one's Florida news too. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I guess I could have looked at the license plate. Anyways, we'll move on to the next one. Let's see, Isabel. Wow, catapults. Yeah, yeah. They feel like it was another documentary I watched. The U.S. Mexico border. They had catapults. They had like like homemade aircraft, all kinds of crazy stuff to get it over. You know, in areas that aren't really monitored. And yeah, it can. I mean, if you got kids or animals, that's a dangerous place to be. I mean, for various reasons, but yeah, you could be outside playing friggin' kickball, and it's like, oh wait, there's a friggin' bundle of marijuana. Awesome. This one, I feel like this is something that's happening. This is a modern problem here. Anyways, let's go over this news after I take a drink of water. I'm not used to talking so much. Hey there. Thanks for joining me. Hello, hello, hello. This is Dr. Bad Vibes, also known as Jay. I'm here with some more news. And Florida news, of course, being reported out of Phoenix, it looks like. But hey, it's Florida news. So we have a mom that was banned from dropping her kids off at a Christian school due to her OnlyFans ad on her car. Very, very discreet. So I'll read through it. We'll go back and I want to see what the video is. I haven't actually watched that yet. So, a mom in Central Florida has been banned from dropping her kids off at a private Christian school because of an advertisement for her OnlyFans account on the vehicle. You know, kind of see it right there in the frame. It's a pretty big ad on the car. Does anybody else see stuff like that? I mean, even before OnlyFans or other things, I've seen a lot of people with like their Instagram on their car, and I'm like, why? It's what are you doing with that? I've seen some that make a little more sense, like um, on the highway. I think I've come across like a couple of YouTubers that they must live out. They have like a travel van or like a school bus they converted. I remember seeing several of those in the past. That makes sense. You're probably filming stuff everywhere. But so here at the OnlyFans ad, and so the lady says the school is making her park across the street, go down a sidewalk, and walk through the parking lot to get to school, unless she takes the ad off the car. So, oh, she's got a stage name. She goes by the name Piper Fawn. You're welcome for the free ad to promote her adult content. She has a large decal that, yeah, we saw that promotes the OnlyFans account. Says her adult content is her business and her way of life. My husband and I had this, a little wild, behind closed doors lifestyle that we now decided to share. What are they sharing? But other parents don't want their children seeing any advertisements for that kind of content. Let's see. It's a distraction to my children, and no matter how poorly or how good a parent I am, porn is there. Well, unfortunately, welcome to the internet. It's kind of the first thing they're seeing when they're going to a place that should be educating them. Is it? I don't know. It is a large decal. I'll give them that. They say it's distracting. It's not just a tiny emblem on the back of the car. It's taking up the entire windshield. Yeah, that is a big ad. Let's see. Other parents say there's an easy solution to the problem. Just take the decal off. That is weird. I mean, it's one thing I'm honestly, like, I'm not speaking. I don't have an OnlyFans account. I don't have an OnlyFans account. But if I did, I don't think I'd want people. I wouldn't want the neighbors or the school to know what I was doing. I felt like, I mean, she's already using a stage name. Like, why put it out there in the open? Is that really your target demographic either? I mean, uh, just troll Twitter comments like everybody else. Post your link. Do like all the other bots. Let's see. So yeah, she says it sounds like an easy thing to say, but for me, it supports my family, provides a very comfortable way of life for us. What are they doing? It sounds like they're getting paid a lot. And it's legal. I pay taxes just like everyone else, but I'm not breaking the law. I just offended people. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like silly. It's fine if you want to do that, but I mean, school or not, it seems like such a weird thing to be driving around in your car. Like, I mean, rewind a couple decades. The porn stars have like they have the magazine ads on their windshield. Like, hey, what's uh here's how you order the VHS of my work. Let's see. Make me. I swear that wasn't me. Yeah, your secret's safe. That's why you got to use fake name. See, Donna asks, "What is OnlyFans?" Oh, yeah. Don't Google that. OnlyFans became popular. Well, let me go back. I'll try to summarize it. If you're not familiar with OnlyFans, it became very popular during lockdown. It's basically it's like Patreon but without clothes. It's it's a website where you pay a membership, you get access to a creator's content as a fan, and it's usually I think honestly when the site started it was just a competitor to Patreon. I could be wrong, but it became something totally different, and essentially things that could not go on Patreon, or at least at the time, went to OnlyFans, and it involved not having clothes and lots of photos of not having clothes, if you catch my drift. And ironically, I think not long after it blew up in 2020, 2021, I think OnlyFans was like, all right, we're gonna put a stop to all the adult content, and all the creators are like, do you not realize that's what all the content is? And it's become synonymous with it at this point. So they can't change it. It's still going. I mean, you hear about so many people, like you know, has been celebrities specifically, or people that just they never broke through whatever level of career they're in. There's a lot of, as you may know, I'm a pro wrestling fan. There's a lot of former and not well, they're all former, mainly, pro wrestlers that have. Ooh, sparkling water. Sorry. There's a lot of former pro wrestlers, female ones primarily, that have. That sounds weird. I don't want to say female, but there's a lot of former women wrestlers that seem to flourish on OnlyFans. And it's, I guess most infamously, Tammy Sitch. She was in the news. She was known as Sunny in WWF. She just got sentenced for a manslaughter and DUI charge. That's a whole separate story. But about that time, she was big on OnlyFans, if I remember correctly. And some other people, different creators, different mediums, they've they're making a lot of money that way. But one of the things we're hearing about a lot now are like, surprisingly, I think a lot of teachers are getting in trouble. Maybe I should pull up an article on that soon. But I've read several articles on that, just all over the country, different countries too. I mean, this is an international website, and yeah, I mean it's kind of a gray area. It's like, I mean, in my opinion, if what you're doing is not harming anybody, have at it. Whatever you do at home, I don't care. But if it kind of creeps into your professional life, especially if you're like a teacher, like in charge of children, it gets a little icky. I mean, again, like I was saying earlier, that's why I like to keep my professional life separate. Not because I'm taking my clothes off, but saying saying stupid shit and cussing isn't something I would do at my job. So I, keep keep them separate. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, don't put a fucking gigantic billboard on the back of your card for your porn site. That's all I'm getting at. If you want to do it, that's fine. But do you really want all your neighbors and friends and kids, friends and parents knowing what you do? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't. That's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Touchy subject. I don't want to don't want to get it weird. But hey, if you want to do OnlyFans, do OnlyFans. Maybe not advertise it at a school with children. They can't sign up anyway. They don't have credit cards. Oh wait, I forgot to play the video. It probably doesn't say anything new. Let me
This is what
very blurry, but let's try this. Let's see if they say anything different in the video here.
this is what I am looking at when I pull up behind one of these vehicles.
Facebook messages, complaints, and TikToks.
You ban a vehicle.
Taking the front pew at a private Christian school in Tavares.
Is not just a tiny, tiny little emblem on the back of a car. It is taking up the entire windshield, back windshield of two vehicles.
Lexi Thomas is a parent at Liberty Christian who wants this ad on another parent's car to stay off campus.
She parked like an ass.
That other parent is Michelle Klein. And what she has
Don't take
is
up
an
2 spaces.
OnlyFans.
Well, it's definitely linked to, explicit content, adult content for sure.
Klein, who goes by Piper Fawn, says OnlyFans is her business and way of life.
My husband and I have this, little wild, behind closed doors lifestyle that we've now decided to share.
But not all parents want what Klein is shared at school.
Yeah,
With
good
some
point.
moms complaining to Klein.
Get one of those
and the
magnet
school
signs.
telling her
Take
not
it off
to
when you go to
use the
school,
main
slap it back
entrance,
on when you
and
leave. If you
instead
gotta
drop her
advertise
kids
it.
off across the street.
Doesn't look
I
like a
was
big
forced
town.
to
I don't know
have
if I would
to,
advertise it around
take it off
town.
or not come on campus.
But parents at this private school say there's a simple solution if Klein wants to use the main drop-off. Why not take the decal off?
And that would seem like an easy thing to say, for sure. But for me, it supports my family.
Oh,
This
she does-
provides a very comfortable way of
Got
life
her
for us.
Instagram.
And
It's like
it's
I was
legal.
saying, why do
I
people
pay
do that?
taxes just
Well,
like everyone else. I'm not
Western
breaking the
does
law.
that.
I just offended people.
That's a distraction to my children. And no matter how poorly or how good I parent, porn is there. And if that's kind of the first thing they're seeing when they're going into a place that should be educating them.
I mean, on one hand, yeah, porn is there. If you grew up decades ago, porn was still there. It may have been in the woods, abandoned in a weird shed, or maybe on a VHS tape that somebody forgot about. But she had the T-shirt on too. I mean, kids aren't dumb. Kids are online. They know what OnlyFans is. I can't believe you. I mean, the thing that's just hitting me is why put your kid through that? It's like they're just going to be teased, like, oh, hey, I'm going to go subscribe to your mom's OnlyFans. Ha ha ha. I mean, just, I don't know. Like, to me, it's like, keep that separate. Again, it does not look like a large town. Well, hey, where's it at? Tavares, Florida. Let's see where that is. Let's see what the population is. Maybe it may be bigger than I think. Oh, Wikipedia. I hate your search. Here we go. Somehow I've never heard of this place. It's near Orlando. Let's see, what is the population? Total. So about 20,000 people. It's not tiny, I guess, but it's small enough. You don't need to be driving around. You don't need to be well, I mean, I'm not one to say what you should and shouldn't do if you're not causing any harm, but have some have some decency. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want the whole town being able to subscribe to see my naughty parts. So that's about all I got to say about that. Just get a magnet sign. Problem solved. Pull it off, put it back on, just like the clothes. But you don't have to charge a fee for it. I just realized Jen is watching downstairs, everybody. She says hello and honk. Oh yeah, just not sorry. I was neglecting Twitch chat. I just saw you over there. Zwar, let's give you a shout out, man. If I have that command. I may not have that command working. And I probably should type your name correctly. I'm good at stream. There we go. First time chat. Got Botrix working. Yeah, so check out Zwar333. We go way back. I know him from, I don't know, 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. He's cool. He's a cool dude that's been grinding it on Twitch. What are you on now? Day like 471? Is that where you're at? He's been streaming for a bit, but he's been on a streak of streaming every day for 470 plus days. So anybody on Twitch, give him a follow. He's cool. Been very helpful too. Actually, yeah. So while you're if you're looking over here, man, let's see. Let me show you some of the stuff I've done. I was showing this off earlier. So why hydrate when you can chug? That's chug. That's my chug. Hey, Michelle DeGroot, honk honk. Jen says honk honk back to you. She can see it and she says she appreciates it. Yeah, I'm working on my Twitch commands. I'm going to try to integrate them in with YouTube soon. Trying to find a bot that works on both. I forget, somebody was helping me in the Discord, so that was really cool. He's got a real cool Discord too. Everybody's been very helpful and very chill crowd. But yeah, got all kinds of sound. Well, not all kinds. I've only integrated like 2, but I've got some sound commands. We've got a whole full-on zoo crew. And yeah, so Zwar, when I stream, I multi-stream, so I am on YouTube. The way I've been, well, hopefully tonight it'll actually work. I multi-stream. When I'm not doing my gaming, it goes over to Dr. Bad Vibe Speaks, and then when I switch over to gaming, it'll switch over to just regular Dr. Bad Vibes.
Look at that shit.
Oh yeah, I should have told you hello.
Hello.
So yeah, we got a full-on stupid soundboard going now. Any questions?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Thanks. That's dope. Nice commands, dude. Thanks. I'm not much of a streamer, so this is new to me. So I'm learning all this stuff. middle of talking to him, and I think an ad started on Twitch, so you probably missed that. But oh hey, Jen's in the chat. Honk honk. Hi. I told him to tell each of you thank you, and I'm watching and folding clothes. Thanks for being here. Yeah, again, as usual, thanks to all of the Drunk Goose Club for showing up, watching me stream and talk about whatever I talk about. Dumb, weird stuff. I'll keep doing some news for a bit. I'll have to, I wonder if I have it where I can pull it up here. Some new people. MW, Hong Kong, hello. Thanks for coming in. Came in at the right time. I was just doing news and Jen hopped on. She is saying hello and Hong Kong to everybody. And, you know, as much as I've talked about games, something new I tried last week. I did draw some pictures live on stream. It looks like we've got a new crowd tonight, so I may have to hook those back up and show those off, and maybe I can draw something else. We'll see. But oh, I almost forgot. One more thing here. So, if you are on Twitch, I'm gonna get these working on YouTube soon. Again, the Speaks channel is not yet monetized, so I can't do this yet. But on Twitch, if you do, it's kind of like the Twitch's version of Super Chat is bits. So if you donate a certain amount of bits, like 1 bit's 1 penny, basically, it'll play. Some of them will trigger videos, so I'm not going to play all of them. I'm just going to play my favorite one. I just want to show some of the stupid stuff I've been working on. See if this cooperates here.
Huh? You gonna get sick? That's a possibility. Huh? Oh. Huh? Oh my God! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! That's it. Oh man.
It's a little less funny now with all those allegations that came out, but are we shocked that are we shocked that the man screaming is not a nice guy? Let's see. Oh no, Jen says I'm signing you up for OnlyFans and painting it on your car. Shit. Fine. It pays. Cabbage Joe, what's the next movie review going to be? That's a good question. I do want to do another movie review. I have a list. Probably the most likely one is RoboCop, because RoboCop's probably my favorite movie of all time. And if you don't understand why, that means you probably need to watch RoboCop, because it's amazing. But probably something like that. I've got a list of a few. I've got some other video ideas. Ironically, I was going to do a wrestling related video, just showing how silly the stories are sometimes, and then a story that came out so insane that it kind of overshadows what happened in the ring. So I have a Vince McMahon video up on the channel, so there's that. If you want to see that, I might let that cool off, and then I'll go back to the silly wrestling. I mean, I just want to watch. I just want to watch a clown put hot sauce on a trucker's pizza and make him cry. Not dark, real life atrocities. Michelle DeGroot. Jay, have you ever heard of RiffTrax? I have. In fact, I think it's been a while. I think I know somebody that works there. We're not like super tight, but I believe someone that may have been a writer, I think, or maybe a Mystery Science Theater. But yeah, but anyway, yeah, I know what RiffTrax is. I haven't listened to it in a while. Do it on the Bushwhackers. Are the Bushwhackers Australian national heroes? Are they like the founding fathers? Hey McMeow. Yeah, you just missed. Well, I mean, I assume Jen's still on, but yeah, she's been watching while folding laundry and saying hello. I'm upstairs, she's downstairs, so we've been communicating via text. Michelle, seriously, my husband would die. Yeah, I think I still know somebody there. I don't know. I haven't really kept touch, but oh yeah, sorry, New Zealand, New Zealand. I forgot. I think they. I may be wrong. I thought they advertised them from Australia when they were in WWF, but I may be wrong. I can't remember. I do know that. Yeah, that's right. They had a different name there. They were the Bushwhackers in WWF, and they were like there was something dark down there, I believe. I can't remember the name. Yeah, Jen's checking in on me, making sure the Sidleys aren't trying to abduct me, because that's totally something that would happen. I'd be like, I'd be hanging out with them and be like, hey, if you get punched, does the other one feel it? They would get very exhausted with me very quickly. But let's see. I think I have. Oh yeah, I've got one more news story. This is actually the one Jen sent me. I may do the Daily Mail version. They usually have better sensationalized writing. Let's see, Michelle. I used to watch WWF in the mid to late '90s. About the time Owen Hart passed. Yeah, it stinks. Owen Hart was one of my favorites. But yeah, I watched from. Gosh, I watched for a long time. Like, um, Hulk Hogan era. I guess mid '80s through mid 2000s. I come back every now and then, but it's it's not quite the same. I'll still watch it. We still watch it occasionally. We'll still watch WrestleMania at the least. We usually watch that every year. They do a good job of keeping you. You know, they do a good job of recapping everything. So when you see the match, it's like, oh, okay. Oh yeah, yeah, Jen. So they were asking for more J merch, like different colored roses, a rose for every port, I believe. Hulk Hogan going to the scene of his grown son's DUI arrest to hold his hand. Oh yeah, that's messed up. That's not, one. That's not his first DUI, and that the first the first DUI I'm aware of was horrific. Like he shouldn't be allowed to drive. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, check out Jen's video with the Sidleys. That's they're very nice. I'm just on the edge of that whole Venn diagram of you know that part of YouTube. I just kind of show up in Jen's videos, so I'm not real familiar with everybody, but what little bit I've watched and heard them interact, they're very nice people. I believe Jen's video that's going up tomorrow. I'm in that one. I make a shout out, well, more of a joke to the Sidley. So hope everybody enjoys that and hope they hear that. But let's see. We got one more news story, and back to our roots. Airplanes. So let's talk about airplanes and people that can't function. Hey there, it's Dr. Bad Vibes. Thanks for tuning in. Hello, hello, hello. Got some more news, and we can't have news without airplanes, apparently. Is that the niche I'm carving for myself? Is this going to be the airline meltdown channel? I mean, I kind of don't want to, but I kind of am okay with it, I guess. We'll see. Anyways, this one, I zoomed in. I don't have the title, but anyway. So a woman, age 60, who stripped naked on Frontier Airlines faces federal charges. So yeah, she stripped from the waist down. Let me rewind that. There's more to this story than just the removal of clothing. So she stripped naked from the can't talk. She stripped naked from the waist down and squatted down in the aisle of a Frontier flight from Orlando to Philadelphia in November last year. Why did she squat down? Maybe we'll find out. So she's been slapped with federal charges. And so the charges include simple assault and indecent exposure. She had 2 cocktails before pulling down her pants in between packed rows of passengers and popping a squat on the floor, prosecutors said. As the crowds of passengers roared in disgust and shock, she said, "I don't give a fuck." Told multiple people, "Fuck you," and exclaimed, "I gotta go pee." I assume that's how she sounds. So somebody got it on film. I did not realize that. Video captured the outrageous moment on the flight from Orlando to Philadelphia. This was in November. I think it just came out. Jen actually sent this to me. This just came out recently on my radar. So yeah, there's some TikTok stills. I'm afraid to play it. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't want to view gallery. He's been slapped with federal charges, obviously. And I wonder if there's any more. Oh, here we go. Oh wow, they got the FBI involved. Let's see. Let's see what happened here. So when the plane was about to land at the Philadelphia International Airport, she was seen standing from her seat and saying, "I have to pee." She reportedly yelled and cursed at a flight attendant who asked her to stay seated, the complaint reads. After the plane landed, she allegedly started cursing at passengers nearby. The captain had to instruct all passengers to remain seated because of her behavior. And so when the seatbelt sign was turned off and passengers began to rise from their seats, she allegedly pushed them out of the way as she moved to the front of the aircraft. And she approached the forward lavatory and stated, "Sorry, everybody," and pulled her pants and underwear down as she squatted as if to urinate in the aisle. The complaint reads, Oh, the crazed woman exposed her anus and genitalia, noting that there were children nearby. Despite insisting that she didn't give a fuck, she quickly pulled her pants back up and stood up. It says she had 2 cocktails. And yeah, this is stuff we've already discussed. There's more photos here, or stills of the video. I'm really afraid to play that video. Let's see. Oh, it keeps on going. There's more statements, I guess. So she charged toward the front of the plane again and allegedly told one flight attendant, "Let me pass." Wait, in her voice, "Let me pass, let me pass." The flight attendant stood in her way while another attempted to disarm the main cabin door, fearing that she might open the door and activate an emergency slide. Oh gosh, that'd be terrible. And so in the final minutes, She reportedly bumped a flight attendant with her belly, yelled and cursed, and threatened to threatened to kill multiple passengers. How bad did she have to go? Oh, so she was charged. Well, it's the same thing. Charged. So, if convicted, she will face a maximum possible sentence of 21 years and 3 months in prison, 3 years of supervised release, and a $355,000 fine. Well, this is surprising. According to the FAA's annual year-end data, the number of unruly passenger reports has significantly dropped from its record point 2 years ago. I guess they're just catching more on video. Everybody's pooping their pants and screaming and telling people they're not real. So they steadily dropped by over 80% since the record highs in early 2021. But recent increases show there remains more work to do. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. I bet 2021 was wild, though. I mean, everybody was getting out of their house. They were being let loose off the leash. Okay, so that's the end of her story. I do have another article here. Same thing. This is from USA Today. I guess it may have been a local show. Let's see what their report says here. Fox 29.
Woman is now facing federal charges for her unruly behavior on a Frontier Airlines flight from Florida.
I'm ready to peel the ear. I mean, sorry, everybody. Are you serious?
Federal officials identified the woman as 60-year-old Dulce Huertas.
I wasn't too far off on the voice.
Was aggressive on the flight back to Philly from Orlando in November, demanding to use the bathroom. When she was told to stay seated, the complaint says she pulled down her pants, as you see in the video, exposing herself to children nearby, and she handled business that way.
Well, there you go. What is that?
Well, that's a hell of a way to. I saw the Disney bag. That's a hell of a way to end your Disney vacation.
Alcoholic drinks before
Wait. I just saw. Should turn that volume up a little bit. Check out the lady's face here. Oh wow! The lady right there to the right of her red boob. She is so shocked.
Alcoholic drinks before the incident. I don't know how big they were. She is charged with interference with flight crew members, simple assault, and indecent exposure. And she faces a maximum sentence, of 21 years in prison?
What?
And a $350,000 fine. Wow.
Maybe that, I don't know. Is that excessive? I don't know. Oh. He was very shocked by that. Does that sound excessive? Let me know in the comments. Is that too much? Is it too little? I guess she didn't. If she'd actually unloaded, that might be a different story. Oh, I'm seeing some of the reactions here. Yeah, what is going on in airplanes? Like, what is it about? What's the deal with airplanes? They make people go nuts. That's my Jerry Seinfeld routine. But I mean, for real though, like, I don't know what it is about airplanes that makes people just turn into animals. Being cooped up, I guess. Yeah. So I guess lesson learned, if you're on an if you're anywhere and you're upset, don't yank your pants down and pee on the floor. That's not how we solve problems. It doesn't work that way. Oh gosh. Yeah, everybody on the plane definitely had a story. It's like, how was your trip to Disney? We saw an old gross lady try to pee on the what, at Disney? No, on the plane. Michelle says, security lines, cramped seats, canceled flats, overbooking. That would make anyone nuts. Yeah, that's fair. I'm upset. Jen says, I'm upset at you not laughing hard enough at her jokes. I'm going on the floor. Please don't be on the floor. Yeah, that's a good point. So, just in general, like, it feels like the movie Airplane is closer to a documentary than a comedy now. Like, you could just play that now and people would be like, oh, must be based on a true story. Let's see here. Yeah, get the puppy pass. I'm taking a look. Thought about playing a game. I did just remember I drew some pictures last week. I'll pull those up real quick here. What the heck do I have this plugged into? I don't think this is the right adapter. All right, be right back here. Okay, yeah, there we go. Just wanted to show something off from last week since most people seem to be new. Let's see if I can make this fit. This is from last week. It's based on a conversation we had here at the house. I don't remember how it came about. Something about our kid. Somebody ended up saying Barfield. I was like, I gotta draw Barfield. So yeah, I drew this live on stream last week. It's Garfield, but Barfield. Comedy gold, right? Oh wait. Speaking of Barfield, where am I at here? You know what they say about Barfield?
Huh? You gonna get sick? That's a possibility. Huh? Oh. Huh? Oh my God! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke!
Oh yeah, and let's not forget. Nice, Zwar with the emojis. Oh, yeah. So yeah, we got Barfield. Don't forget about B.O.D. because get it, B.O.D. He's a beagle that stinks. More of that comedy gold. I can only hope I can grow up to be Frank Reynolds. while I have this up, does anybody want me to draw anything? I could do one or two real quick. Zwar says, I was talking to somebody last night asking if their beagles stink. They said no. Must be mixed. Yeah, I've even like the indoor beagles I've known, they freaking reek. That's just what they do. There we go. I lost my it's like, where did my tools go? My drawing. Let's see. Draw a dog. Hmm. Small dogs, big stink. Oh yeah, Zwar. Yeah, I've played your Twitch channel, uh, in the living room or in the bedroom TV a few times. So Jen's caught a little bit. She says she likes your Twitch channel. Let's see. Trying to think of a dog. Draw Scooby Doo. That's a dog. Let's pull him up here. Can't really. I don't think I could do him from memory. Zwar says, "Thank you, Jen." Here we go. Found a good Scooby. Well, immediately messed that up. Let's try that again. Nice shaggy emoji. I've got everything in a weird angle here. Let's see. This microphone in my face. Looks like balls. Yeah, this is a very expensive etch a sketch. This looks like an official Scooby thing I'm looking at. It looks like he's had some Scooby snacks. Oopsie. Get the rotation to work here. Actually, I probably shouldn't have colored that in that way. Like, what's up, Scoob? I need to find a way to play. Well, it's not like I don't know how. I need to. I didn't think to set up the stream so I could play music, so I'm not just sitting here in silence. I get hyper focused, and then I forget to talk. Let's do a quick color job on him here. Well, let's get the right color. Yeah, close enough. Sing to us. You think you think you know who I am? All you know is I love to kill. Face down, dead on the ground. Find me before another is found. I come to life in the darkness. I don't know. I don't think it's right. That's as far as I know. Cannibal Corpse, everybody. You're welcome. Oopsie. Let's see. One second. I'll finish this up, and I'm sorry. I'm neglecting chat. I'm distracted by being stupid. Nope. This isn't how I normally color, so I'm just trying to get it done quick. Not really working. Why are you filling the whole thing? Where is it? Where's the hole? Why is it doing that? Did I switch layers? There we go. Like, hey, Scoob. You want to go solve some mysteries? All right. There's a dog. Scooby-Doo. Let's see. All right. looking back up at chat now. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Let's see. Donna says, please draw a picture of Jen. I think she looks like my favorite cartoon strip lady, Brenda Story. Yeah, I can draw Jen real quick. Let's see. Let's see. She's turning around. Make it look a little less horrific. That's how she stands. She stands just like that. Yeah. That's Jen. She's turning around. She's turning around saying hi. Oh. Fine. Well, maybe I'll save that one. Real quick. Just in case I pull up any folders that have info on them. There we go. Oops, I didn't mean to close the other one. There we go. I have an art degree. Oh, let's see. Thought I had some Shaggy emotes. I guess not. Somebody. That's my art. Congratulations. I make merch. switch it back over here. I may play a game shortly. Oh yeah. Well, I ran out of canvas. I couldn't make the legs longer. Don't pee on the floor.
If you guys are really us, what number are we thinking of? 69, dudes!
I'm an adult. Yes, I'm a trophy. I'm the Stanley Cup. Not the hockey Stanley Cup, but the trendy Stanley sipper cups. The expensive the expensive water cans. That's me. Coincidentally, I have a straw. What should one do with a straw? I don't know. Yeah, so I think I'm going to play a game. And this is going to be the first time. Hopefully I can make this work. Let's see. So if you're over on Twitch, you're not going to notice anything. Stream's going to keep going. If you're over here on YouTube, so I'm going to end the stream here on Dr. Bad Vibes Speaks, but I'm going to send everybody to the continuation of the stream on the regular Dr. Bad Vibes channel. It should just auto load if everything works correctly. So I'm going to switch on my BRB screen, and I will be right back. Hopefully I will see everybody that wants to continue watching on the new channel. If you're done, then hey, I appreciate everybody coming out. Thanks for watching. It's been great talking to everybody. So I'm just going to go on a brief break, and I'll be right back. And again, if you're on the YouTube side, just stay put. It should switch over to the Dr. Bad Vibes channel on its own. If not, you can go there manually, but this should hopefully work.
We will return after these messages.
Hey, what's all the fuss, Penguin? Expecting company?
Oh, yes. The lucky winners of the post-cereal SeaWorld sweepstakes. Yippee!
You could win a trip to SeaWorld when you enter the sweepstakes on the free poster of Shamu. Inside specially marked boxes of Honeycomb and Super Golden Crisp cereal. Winners get to meet Shamu and all stickily marked boxes. Odds of winning determined by entries received. For free entry, write Post P.O. Box 853A, Churchill, Maryland 21690. Maybe you'll win.
Twizzlers make me very happy. I love the way they taste so chewy. Twizzlers make me very happy.
We love the way they taste so fruity, so chewy, so happy and oh so juicy.
Twizzlers make me very happy.
Twizzlers make your mouth so very happy.
Oh, so happy.
Milk it does.
Milk does body.
Milk it does a body good.
Pass it on.
Check it out.
It's so cool for hanging out. It helps you grow up big and tall.
It's good for kids.
And that's not all.
It does. Hey, Mr. Moo, what do you say?
Fresh moo juice makes my day.
Milk, it does the body good.
Pass it on.
Milk it does.
Milk it does a body.
Milk it does a body good.
Pass it on. Pass it on.
The night starts ordinary with forever friends. It's extraordinary. Here's Bushy Tail, Cozy Tail, and Snowy Tail too.
Each sold separately.
Powder Tail and Rosy Tail came to see you. All dolled up with forever friends. Making long tails always makes us smile. Looks so right with forever friends. 'Cause now we're all dolled up with style.
Plushy Tail comes with everything you see here. Other Forever Friends sold separately. New from Kenner.
We will return after these messages.
Four batteries not included.
Hi, my name is Teddy Ruxpin. Can you and I be friends? I really...
Everybody out!
Then, one day, we found an old treasure map.
Teddy Ruxpin comes with illustrated book and cassette from Worlds of Wonder.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies, the part of this complete breakfast that goes... Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Have you heard how good they are?
We now return to the real Ghostbusters.
We will return after these messages.
Breakfast with my Fruity Pebbles.
Tricking Fred out of his pebbles is always an adventure.
Uh-oh, the natives are restless.
I'll save the pebbles.
Big Rock Jones!
Tastes fruity-licious.
Funny!
Time to get into the swing of things.
Post Fruity and Cocoa Pebble cereal, part of this nutritious breakfast. Yabba dabba delicious.
A new racing team is shifting into gear. Mask.
Pull over, Bullet. Uh-oh, got a bit of iguana on my tail. Bulldog, prepared to assist.
Mask vehicles each sold separately with a figure.
Hand over the bike or feel my blade. Engage hover mode. We're going fishing.
Mask.
Bulldog, fire!
Where illusion is the ultimate weapon. Mask, Bulldog, Iguana, and Bullet each sold separately. New from Kenner.
Give me an X. Give me an O. Give me tic-tac-toe. Wherever I go, it's X's and O's. Makes me feel so hungry for my tic-tac-toes. They're so tasty. Chef Boyardee.
Tic-tac-toes. New Tic-Tac-Toes. A good hot meal. And when you get 3 X's or O's on your spoon, you win.
Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
Tic-tac-toes. With and without meatballs.
Yeah. You know when you see 'em, those dreams must be
All right, remember, stick to the game plan.
Right. Point 1, make them come to you. Point 2, never look hungry.
Oh, they're so big on chocolate. Yeah, chocolate after here.
Let's not forget point 3.
What's that? No, when points 1 and 2 aren't working.
It's hard to keep them under wraps, those three musketeers.
Wait for me. There's magic in the air and surprises everywhere.
Pardon us, out of the way. Here we come. Move over.
Adventure here, action there. Catch the Ewoks if you dare. Today.
I thought I'd tried it all. Then one day, new Hostess Chocobliss. Whoa, check that super chocolatey icing.
Awesome. Ooh.
Hey, whipped chocolatey cream inside.
XO.
2 Devils food cakes. Come on, how chocolatey can it taste?
Want some?
New Hostess Choco Bliss is chocolatey on top of chocolatey.